For those of you who do not know me, my name is Dora, and yesterday was my birthday. I had a wonderful birthday. So now I am 61 years old, but I feel like I'm going on 40. I am feeling young again and energized. If you want to know more about why I'm feeling 40, please message me, because that's another story for another day, and I'd love to share it with you. I've been married for over 39 years and have been blessed with 7 amazingly wonderful grandkids. I had planned to celebrate my birthday with the entire family. Of course, that meant that we had 7 adults and 9 grandkids, including our 2 foster grandkids. My daughter was going to barbecue ribs, which were my absolute favorite, both pork ribs and beef ribs. And we were going to have rice, which I grew up with, just plain old white rice, and my favorite vegetables, and of course, those wonderful baked beans. It sounds so delicious just thinking about it. My oldest son was going to pick up my favorite salad dressing from the restaurant. My youngest son was going to go and get my favorite strawberry cake from the bakery. I had planned everything out to perfection. Everyone had their specific jobs. Everything was ordered by me. I wasn't leaving anything to chance. I have learned over the years that it is less stressful on the family if you just let them know what they need to do to make you happy. They are not mind readers. I learned that early on. Nobody can read my mind. And so I don't let them decide what to do to make me happy. I tell them what I want, when I want it, and I'm very specific about it. If you want a specific cake, then order what you want and just leave it to them to pick up and pay for it. Life is easier that way. I have learned to do the whole family a favor and just be specific with them about what I want and what I need. I love surprises though, don't get me wrong, but they are just icing on the cake. I always just want to make sure that I get the cake that I want. Anyway, back to the story. So of course, life always happens. One of the kids ended up with strep throat, and he was very contagious. So remember, I told you that there were going to be 16 of us at my birthday party? Well, we have to be careful if one gets sick, because once one gets sick, then you know that all the others will follow one by one. So unfortunately, we decided that the smart and most responsible thing to do was to cancel and reschedule. So we moved it to Sunday dinner after church. Same plans, of course, except for the cake. I had already ordered the cake. My daughters-in-law both were so sorry, and they called me to say they were sorry that my day was ruined. Well, I told them both, my day's not ruined. It was my birthday. Nothing could ruin my birthday. Nothing is ruined. I had a wonderful day, and now I get another day to celebrate. Well, really, I get a couple more than that because everybody wants to take me out to celebrate. It is more important just to get everyone together instead of leaving out the ones that are homesick. It really doesn't matter what day we celebrate together. It just matters that everyone is together. As a 61-year-old grandma, I have learned to not get upset about those little things, like having dinner to celebrate with everybody on Sunday instead of on my specific birthday. I try to keep my focus on what is important. You see, life just happens. We all make plans, and things happen that change those plans. It happens all the time. I tried to teach my children, and now my grandkids, that bad things happen. They happen to everyone. Bad things happen to good people. The rain falls on everyone, not just some. Some storms come, and they affect everyone, not just a few. The price of gas affects us all. We pay just as much for groceries as the next person in line behind us. Life just happens. The life lesson is that I try to remember is, how am I going to let it affect me? I can't control life, but I sure can control my response to what happens and my attitude. My husband is a very, very special person. He said, "Well, I guess we're going out to dinner tonight instead of tomorrow night. Where would you like to go?" So, of course, I made my list of all my favorite places and decided which one sounded the best. I had still my birthday cake when I got home, and the good news is that now I have more of my birthday cake to enjoy over the next few days. I didn't have to share it with the whole family. I had a wonderful birthday. I had so many friends send me messages on Facebook that it's going to take me days to respond to everyone. I'm trying to avoid Facebook jail by sending out too many messages at one time. I had an incredible day, and I felt very special the entire day. I just wanted to take the time to say thank you and also share that life will happen, but we need to decide how we respond to it. We sometimes just need to take a deep breath like we teach the children, and then we decide what we really want. Where do we need to focus and just do that thing? It is not easy. Sometimes we just need to cry, pick ourselves up, and keep moving forward. Life is not always rainbows. Bad things happen. We are going to feel bad. We're going to feel sad. Sometimes we're going to feel angry, and sometimes we will be in pain. But the key is not to stay there. Feelings are real. Pain is real. But I have found that it is a choice how we respond. We cannot control life. We can only control how we respond to it. Sometimes we need to find our happy place. I have a happy place. I do this all the time. I will focus on those memories that bring me the most joy. I have a complete list of everyone in the family, and I have memories jotted down of what brings me joy about each one of the people in the family. It's my happy list. It gives me memories for everyone in the family, and by the time I get done with that list, especially on the really bad days, those happy memories have brought joy back into my soul. They are part of my happy triggers. Yours might be music. Yours might be, running or doing some exercise. Sometimes I really enjoy dancing it off if I am really having a bad day. Our family really enjoys dancing. So that's one of the first things I do, is really focus on my happy trigger. One of the next things that I do is I find support. And I mean really good support. The type of the support that will get you out of the negative and out of the hole that life has put you in. I found that it's easy to find people that will stay down in the hole with me. And I think you know what I mean. Those friends that believe that they are really supportive, because they are in the hole with you. They will complain with you. What's the saying? Misery loves company. Well, it's easy to find those kind of friends that will stay in the hole with you. When you are in the hole, because that's where life has kind of put you, you need to find the support that will help you get out of the hole. The support that will help you find a good response. The support that will let you vent, but then they will say, what do you want to do about it? What are you going to do about it? How do you find light at the end of the tunnel? We need that kind of support during the hard times, during the tough times. Sometimes we need to find others that we can help, or we need to find opportunities to serve. That's the third thing that I do. During these really tough times, I ask myself the question, who can I help? What can I do to serve? What can I do to help others to feel better? This has always helped me to feel better about my situation, and it brings me back to the positive, good feelings. It really is very helpful to be in that service attitude. It's kind of selfish, because even though it's serving others and helping others, it's kind of selfish, because at the end of the day, I end up feeling better about my situation. I end up having a lot more joy in my life. I have really strived to teach my children, and now my grandkids, that the one thing that will upset you the most in life is the thing that will always happen to you at the worst times. If your finances cause you to be stressed all the time, then things will happen to your bank account at the most inopportune times just to throw you over the cliff. Have you noticed that? Like an automatic payment will happen on the 15th instead of the 17th, and it will overdraft your whole account. Or maybe I've seen this happen to a lot of people. Your ex will text you about visitation and cancel seeing the kids after you've planned out a whole weekend out of town with your friends. Or haters will post on your Facebook wall, and then you spend weeks talking about how you don't let haters bother you. But the truth is that the truth is that you have let them bother you because you cannot stop talking about it. And all you're doing is trying to seek the support of others that will stay in that hole with you. But here is my secret to staying in the positive when life happens. Find your happy trigger. That's first. Second, I find the support to get me out of the hole. Third, I find someone to help or a place to serve. I know what triggers me, and I know what will ruin my day. I suggest that you look and make sure you understand what triggers you so that you can acknowledge them when they happen. I get myself ready, so when it does happen, I can just move forward. It will happen. Life always happens. I hope you don't let life ruin your day. When life happens, take control and tell it that it will not win this victory today. You are going to take control and move forward. Thank you for spending time with me today, and thank you so much for all the wonderful birthday wishes yesterday and still some today. I had an absolutely wonderful day, and I felt so special. But here's my kind of my challenge to you and my challenge to myself: to take control of today and keep living life to the fullest.